The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Check 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here we go.
Shift. He's coming.
11. Kill.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league. It's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Whoa, shifty. Whoa. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Bravo! I got this.
56. Buy 56.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now here's Mahomes being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the run. Big air.
Hey, 15. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, alert.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Two.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
11.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
1-yard gain.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
13. Hey, Zoo.
Check 49, check 49.
Switch it.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Hey, check.
At the 45-yard line.
Check 31, check
57.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming.
15.
You gonna take
15.
You won't. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. Watch.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I got you.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
One, Omaha.
On second down, a run with Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
33. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
57 colors.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And going deep for Hill. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
A very solid gain of 27. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go, baby.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first, this from 41. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
43, 15. Right side.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Under 10.
On second down, it's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Switch gears.
On the ground, this is Williams. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. That's Hardman. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, the 30, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And they turned the pick six into a pick eight with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much, Lester?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Like 20.
That's a gain of 4.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Marquise Goodwin, 57 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This is Breida. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
twitch.
11.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
13. Hey, gun, man.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo, and that will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on